everyone, I'm Chaz and you're watching HCG Food. And today I wanted to take a moment to actually introduce myself to you guys. I know that I created HCG Food about a month ago now and I have a few videos up. So far it has been wonderful getting all your comments and different ideas you guys have about food during the HCG diet, and I just love it. But today I wanted to stop and talk a little bit about me and who I am. Okay, goodness. Sorry, I guess Casey really wanted to be introduced as well. That's Casey, the most loving, beautiful dog in the whole wide world. Aren't you, Casey? When you want to introduce yourself to people, it's kind of difficult to stop and find a good place to start as to who you are, because who you are is such a big question. So let's just start with my name. I'm Chassitina. Chassitina, but I go by Chaz. Where to begin? As a child, I was definitely the chubby child and the chubby member of the family, but we definitely were raised in a healthy living environment. We were raised with good food and healthy food and just yummy stuff that was good for you. It wasn't until I moved to Texas that I really blossomed into the voluptuous woman that I am today. Oh my God, Mexican food is so good. In 2004, I moved here to Texas from California and got to live with my dad, which was really nice. I got to know the Mexican side of my family and how wonderful all the different types of foods are in that culture, and how if you abuse that, you can get large. In 2009, I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian disease. Having polycystic ovarian disease actually made it very difficult to try and lose weight once I had realized that it was time to lose weight. I worked out 4 hours a day at the gym after work every day. I took Sundays off and ate healthy, and I didn't lose any weight. I mean, maybe half a pound in 2 months, and it just was not working for me. I got discouraged and I just gave up until I met my neighbor Jennifer. Jennifer, she's awesome. You guys have to check out her YouTube channel. Her YouTube is Jennifer Smiles Now. She was the one who actually introduced me to HCG. Herself, she has gone through the HCG diet a couple times. She's been on a few rounds now. And she's a very wonderful person, and she really encouraged me to try the HCG diet. So about 2 years ago, in early 2011, I decided to go on the HCG protocol. And this would be my first round, first time going through it, and same as most of you out there, I was skeptic and questionable and wasn't really sure. After watching her and how she progressed, I took it upon myself to do a little bit of research about HCG. After researching HCG, I decided, why not? Let's go ahead and try it. So I ordered my HCG and jumped right in. And it worked out really well. I lost quite a bit of weight, and I went through phase 1, 2, 3, 4 with great ease and lost, I think, like 35 pounds. I was feeling wonderful, feeling great. I was feeling ecstatic, and it just seemed like my life was turning around, and I was going to lose weight and be a better me. But, life doesn't really work out the way you want it to. And something happened. In October of 2011, my back started hurting while I was at work. It wasn't really the kind of back pain that really draws question for anything severe. So I just went home and decided, oh, my back's hurting, I'll just take the day off and, it'd be better. But it didn't get better. In fact, it got quite worse. My back was in so much pain that I couldn't even lie down. I was pretty much bathtub ridden. It was horrible. Doctor after doctor just told me, try and rest, get some bed rest, here's some pills, just rest a little bit, you'll be fine. A little bit later, probably a month into it, I lost feeling in my lower half. It progressed. It started in my feet. My feet were getting numb, then my knees, then my thighs, then, well, you ladies know. All of a sudden, I couldn't feel anything. Everything below my belly button just decided it wanted to go numb. And that kind of fear really is a wake-up call. When you don't have the ability to move your body, control your body, it's just so scary. It's actually kind of hard to talk about because I'm a very strong individual, and this was a very vulnerable time in my life. I really had no idea what was going on, and I went to doctors and neurologists and all kinds of different people trying to figure out what was going on, and after MRIs and nerve tests and everything, we still hadn't quite figured out what was going on. I finally found a doctor who figured out what was wrong with me, and immediately we got into a physical therapy regimen and some injections into my spine. Turns out I have early onset disc degeneration of my spinal disc, and they were pressing up against my nerves. So very unpleasant, but it's what was causing the numbness. And it is something that is permanent. My spinal discs are going to continue to degenerate. And it's just something that kind of is a wake-up call. If my discs are going to degenerate, I'm going to fight back. I was in physical therapy for about 6 months. I went from not being able to lay down to actually being able to lay down with my legs propped up, which was quite nice, to a wheelchair, then a walker, and the walker was quite interesting. I mean, I was up and I was moving. It sucked. I was in a walker that was very unpleasant, but you know, you gotta make yourself smile with the situations that you're in. So I made the best of it. And in fact, my boyfriend kept saying, "We have to put a sticker on your walker." So Texas Ranger was born. So my walker, Texas Ranger, and I would scootle along the house, you know, the best we could. My back hurt so much, and I couldn't do it often, but I did it as much as I could. And I went from a walker to a 4-legged cane, and finally was stable enough to go to a 1-legged cane, and then on to no cane at all, and walking around on my own. And it was wonderful. As wonderful as it is to actually being mobile again, there is still an issue. During that time when I was not mobile, I gained all of my weight back. And it was mainly because I just couldn't move. I couldn't cook for myself. My boyfriend really is a wonderful man. And during that time of my life, he did everything. You know, he was supportive, he was there for me, and he made me feel wonderful. It was just great. He took care of me. He really is a wonderful man. So from 2011 to 2012, it was one of the most horrible experiences that I had ever gone through. But it was also quite wonderful. It really gave me the wake-up call that I needed to lose this weight. So I decided to go on 8CG again. My first time around, in my first round of 8CG, I trolled YouTube looking for cooking tutorials, anything that I could find that would show you how to cook for 8CG, and there really wasn't all that much. There was tons of books and tons of recipes that you can find online, but no actual YouTube video tutorials that were professional and easy to follow. Yes, there was tons of vloggers out there, and I really did appreciate everybody showing what they cooked and what they ate, but there really wasn't anything out there in 2011 that was just a cooking channel. This time around, I wanted to share with everyone, simply because I know that it can be difficult to cook for yourself when you're on 8CG, and I want to show you guys that you can do it, and it is easy, and that you can eat much more than you think you can. There's so many different options that you have and combinations that you have to make so many different types of foods. You'll be surprised. You'd be quite surprised at the foods that you can have. I mean, who would have thought that you could have ice cream and pizza and chips and yummy stuff like that on the 8CG diet? You just got to know how to do it. That's pretty much why I made 8CG food. I just want to be able to help other people who are on the 8CG diet and let them know that they can eat food. They don't have to eat like rabbits. Currently, I'm happy to say that I'm 7 days away from P3. I'm still on P2, and I have lost 20 pounds so far. I'm feeling good, feeling healthy, feeling happy, and I'm loving it. So that's just wonderful. I know this video has been quite long, but I appreciate you guys listening, and you guys are all just wonderful, and I love you all. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye. Come here! Faster, faster, faster! Casey! Yeah, good. Come here! What are you doing? Come here! Hey, pretty girl. Come here.